I see the F-350 out of the corner of my left eye, crazily swerving out of control on the grass median.
Shortly after that, the truck hit a minivan, killing 4 girls and their father. Exclusive tonight at 6, the driver of the other car involved in Friday's deadly crash speaks out about what he saw and how it has changed his life forever. The wife and mother of the victim was also in the minivan. She survived. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Alexandria Hoff in for Jessica Dean. Brian Kern was also traveling north on Route 1 on Friday afternoon. The pickup truck plowed into his car moments before slamming into the family. They were driving home from a trip to the beach. Eyewitness News reporter Anita O spoke with him today, and she joins us now from the CBS 3 SAT Center. Hey, Anita.
Yuki and Alex, that 24-year-old from Bethlehem says he's physically improving, but there is a long road ahead in healing from the emotional trauma of surviving a crash that killed 5 members of the same family. Only the mother of the Trinidad family survived, and she remains in the hospital tonight with serious injuries.
I looked behind me and it just looked sort of like a war scene.
That's how a survivor of a deadly multi-car crash Friday describes the wreckage after a wrong-way driver slammed into him on Route 1 in Delaware, then kept going.
I see the F-350 out of the corner of my left eye, crazily swerving out of control on the grass median.
Delaware State Police say it's not clear why 44-year-old Alvin Hubbard crossed the grassy median and started traveling in the wrong direction. His Ford F-350 first hit a Mercury Sable, driven by 24-year-old Brian Kern, who was on his way back from a week-long vacation in Virginia Beach.
It's about to be a T-bone on me, and I sort of veer to the right as much as I can. So he just catches the back left end of my car, and he misses my door. The glass shatters, of course.
The pickup truck then collided with a minivan. Authorities have identified the victims in that car as 61-year-old Navy veteran Audie Trinidad and his 4 daughters, Caitlin, Dana, Allison, and Melissa.
I was sitting in the ER room, and my heart was just pouring out to them when I heard about it.
Their mother, who was riding in the passenger seat, is the sole survivor.
Anyone who's involved with the Trinidad family, give a loving hand to this mother. She needs it more than ever.
And Kern says he's also now a proponent of seatbelt safety, as he believes that may have helped save his life. Authorities say the 4 girls were not wearing seatbelts at the time of the crash. In the meantime, investigators are still trying to piece together why that driver was traveling in the wrong direction. But as of tonight, no charges have been filed. Live in the CBS 3 SAT Center, Anita O, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.